hope I have not let Mr. Corey down, who was my coach. I've gone to college and now I will help him produce champions. He did this for me, so it's my turn to give back. I hope God will help me get past the failure of the Olympic trials. It's tough writing this, but I hope this will help me heal.
Sammy Chagoya is reading a letter he wrote to himself after placing 4th in wrestling at the Olympic trials back in April 1988.
It was devastating because as a little kid, you're just training and you're thinking about a gold medal. No matter what anybody says, when you're training for so long and you think this is what it's all about, you know, it's difficult to explain to somebody, but when you don't get what you want and that's what you've been doing your whole life, it takes a long time to recover.
Sammy picked up his love for wrestling in the 2nd grade. He went on to win many tournaments, including 4 state championships at Peoria High School in the early 80s. Sammy even made the cover of the Wheaties box.
And so, once again, a lot of feelings were in that letter, basically saying I was going to now put away wrestling and start to coach and help out Mr. Corey win some state championships. That was my goal.
That's exactly what Sammy did. A Northern Arizona University graduate, he went on to become a teacher, assistant principal, and helped Mike Corey, his longtime coach, lead the wrestling program at Peoria High School to 4 straight team championships in the 90s. But then that same letter Sammy was reading in the beginning of the story talked about more than just putting wrestling on hold to help others. It was about to change his assistant principal's life when it was found more than 20 years after he told his mother to put it in a safe place.
It just so happens that my wife finds this letter. It says, do not open until after age 40. In the very end of the letter, it says, if I'm healthy by the age of 40, I would like to compete again and wrestle in front of my wife. You know, share that part of my life with her. And
the journey towards fulfilling his childhood dream began in 2008.
She said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to start training. I'm going to go to nationals. And so it started then.
At the age of 45, Sammy, with his wife Carrie and coach Corey by his side, took 2nd at the Veterans National Freestyle Wrestling Championships in Las Vegas and qualified for the World Championships in Turkey back in 2009.
And so I took my wife. She got to see me wrestle in the World Championships. It just so happened that I fell a little bit short. I went into overtime against a guy from Iran and was 2nd place in the world.
While Sammy fell a little short of his goal, he still wasn't ready to hang up his wrestling shoes, even when he knew he had to have surgery on both of his shoulders. He turned to Dr. James Davidson at OrthoArizona.
We want to move as quickly as we can. On the other hand, if you move too quickly, you could tear something, and then you're starting from scratch. So we have to balance the rate of healing, which just is the Mother Nature kicking in, versus how quickly he wants to go.
Rehab was critical to Sammy's recovery.
We pushed Sammy. We had, when you're being stretched out from something that has injured tissue, it is hard to get stretched out. It is never fun. So he had a lot of muscular imbalances and dysfunctions that we had to get rid of, as well as let the repair heal.
It took 16 months for Sammy to get back on the wrestling mat, but it paid off. 5 years after competing in the Veterans National Freestyle Wrestling Championships, he won this past April. But this time he had another supporter in the crowd, his 4-year-old daughter, Chloe.
Go, Daddy, go! I know you can win!
Excited. I hope that she's going to remember this and realize it doesn't matter the age, it's just what you have in your heart.
At the age of 50, Sammy will compete once again in the World Championships this August in Serbia.
I want to finish that dream that I've been chasing, and so I'm chasing it all the way down, and hopefully it all works out.
But Sammy's goal of bringing back a gold medal is a reminder that it's never too late to go after your dreams. Just read his letter.
Whatever I do from this point forward, I just hope I motivate people to try and accomplish their dreams, because you're never too old, and you just have to reach for the stars.